Today I would like to inform you on a subject I am very familiar with, bull riding. I will be explaining to you what bull riding is, the history of bull riding, the mechanics behind bull riding, how it became a professional sport, and why it is important to me. Bull riding was a sport created long ago to have another event in the sport of rodeo. This is where a man is put up against a bull, in a competition to see if the man can hold on for 8 seconds or if he will be bucked off. If the cowboy has it in him to hang on for 8 seconds, he and the bull will both be scored on their performances. I will later discuss this in my speech when we talk about the mechanics of bull riding. Now I will inform you on the history of bull riding. Bull riding was thought to have been created in the year 1864. According to the website rodeoattitude.com, the history of how bull riding came to be is that a couple of groups of cowboys from neighboring ranches met in Deer Trail, Colorado to settle a dispute over which group was the best at general ranch tasks. Not only was bull riding found here, but so was the sport of rodeo itself. Now that you know more about the history, let's move on to the mechanics behind bull riding. The website probullstats.com says the things you need for bull riding are simple. One is a cowboy and a bull, but I'm sure you all have figured that out by now. The cowboy needs a bull riding rope. This is pulled really tight around the bull with the cowboy's hand in the special loop made on that rope for the cowboy's hand to go in. The tighter the rope, the better chances of hanging on. A cowboy also needs to have spurs so you can have a tight grip with your feet. Finally, the rider has an option of a helmet, chaps, and a bull riding vest. These are all mainly for the protection of the rider. The helmet helps to protect the head, while the chaps are to help protect the rider from scrapes, and they also add flashiness to the ride. The vest is worn mainly to protect you from getting stepped on or hooked by a horn. The vest is made with a really dense padding to protect the body. After the cowboy has all these things, he is ready to get on a bull and make a ride. The bulls come from what are called stock contractors. It's the stock contractor's job to make sure that he brings his best pen of bulls. The bulls should be tough, buck hard, and tough to ride. They are also responsible for flanking the bulls. The stock contractor brings flanks to the event. The flanks are used to help regulate their bucking and cut down on the injury to the bull. Some bulls know their job. They have to do what they show up to a bull riding event. Some would say bulls have personalities like humans because they do get competitive and treat it like a game, just like the cowboys do. Good bucking bulls are often spoiled with luxuries of having to work for about 16 seconds out of the week while be fed the best hay and grain around. Getting the best care a vet can give, and that's only if they're feeling up to it. Once you have all of this, you are ready to ride a bull, and once you have completed the ride, a score will be tallied up for you. Bull riding is scored by 2 judges, one on a point system. The point system is based on 100 points to be earned. The 2 judges each score once said on each side, 25 for the cowboy and 25 for the bull. At the end of the ride, the points will be tallied up, and that will be your score. A good score for a professional bull rider is somewhere in the 90s. A perfect score is 100. There has only ever been one perfect ride in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. These are the mechanics needed to play the sport of bull riding. Now let's move on to how bull riding became a professional sport. Bull riding became a professional sport through a Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, PRCA, and the Professional Bull Riding Series. According to the website fundinguniverse.com, the PBR was founded in 1992 by 20 accomplished bull riders who decided to take a risk in making bull riding the most popular event in rodeo as a standalone sport. At a professional rodeo, you will find they have bullfighters, clowns, and announcers. These people seem to make the event more fun to watch. I grew up watching professional bull riding and loving the sport even more and more every time I watch it. Bull riding is important to me because it was something my dad did when he was young, and it was something that I always wanted was to be like my dad and do what he did. Then after I started riding bulls, I couldn't stop. It was a part of my life. I also think the bull riding keeps the Old West alive. I grew up living a life of keeping the Old West heritage alive. I was raised on a farm and ranch my whole life. I also think bull riding and rodeo in general keeps the cowboy way of life alive. It also makes me hope that other people will get to experience rodeo and the way of the West like I did when I was younger by learning about the sport of bull riding and embracing the sport. Today I have shared with you what bull riding is, the history of bull riding, the mechanics behind bull riding, how it became a professional sport, and why it is important to me. So I hope you all have a chance to experience the adrenaline rush that you get from watching bull riding, or if you dare compete in bull riding.